Welcome back to the Voice of Metal, where we talk about all things metal. Which reminds me, my son is playing in the room next to me, and he is playing. I don't know what he's playing, which kind of reminds me of some of the things I'm going to be talking about. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please definitely do, because without you guys, it definitely will not grow. And later on, I think if I do, I'm definitely going to try to do something special because I think it'd be kind of awesome. Maybe do some sort of giveaway. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm promising that, but I definitely would like to do that. Actually, it'd be kind of cool if I had somebody that was on the channel that maybe they would me do something special for the people in the audience, just to be a good musician, and maybe you know get to sit down and talk to them in person. That'd be kind of cool too. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. That's up to them. But my new topic for tonight is some of the top of the saddest songs of heavy metal, right? Or at least they're rated that way. This is a top 10 list that I found through a website that actually does people who rate the titles themselves. You actually go out and you vote. It's on the top tens, and this is what people think that are the top 10, and then also there's some contenders down below that, so we might go check into that. Oh, and this is actually gives you some comments that people make about the song, which is actually kind of nice. So it kind of gives you what the person behind the vote is saying and what they feel or how they feel about it. It's kind of cool. The number one top song that everybody feels is Fade to Black, which I definitely agree. I mean, it's pretty, sad. It's kind of an interesting title, but it's got some real dynamic to it, the sound of it, and like a lot of the other ones from Ride the Lightning itself is a really good title. Um, it's kind of interesting. Some of the things on here. It says the best heavy metal song ever. When I feel sad, I listen to this song, and by the end of the song, I feel better. I love this song, and solos in it are very nice. So that's one of the people that have made some comments on it. Provides a scope on somebody who is in the mindset that you can picture their pain regardless if it ties to your struggles. Hmm, interesting. Number two on the list for the saddest songs, um, or a sad type song that's in metal, is one from Metallica, and this is the one I believe that one. Somebody I know said they thought this is the part or the time where Metallica kind of went into their little how would you say kind of buyout phase. I guess everybody said that they're selling to the fans more than they were anything else to get more people interested in Metallica, which it could very well be. It's hard to say. I'm not certain. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was later on than that, like the Black Album, but or is yeah. Um, it's hard to say. Here's one of the comments they made. Being trapped in my own body is the worst nightmare. This song always gives me chills, if not the cries. I'm not sure if that makes a whole lot of sense, but hey, being alive. I mean, the last part of it, being alive for nobody. Oh, being alive for nobody around to hear you longing to scream for help is the worst hell imaginable. This will always and forever be the one of my saddest metal songs ever. Hearing about this man's tale is a heart wrenching and just makes me feel bad. It's kind of interesting, and it's true. It's quite a bit about that whole thing where you can't. All you are is just you're there. You can't hear nothing. You can't see nothing. You can't but you're still alive, which is kind of crazy because the war has gone through and pretty much messed things up for you. Number three is Cemetery Gates from Pantera. This is one of my all time favorites. I've always loved this song. It's been such a great song. If you've never heard Cemetery Gates from Pantera, you definitely got to check it out because it's got this great musical component. It's soft, it's gentle, but then it's got this energy to it and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Um, the one thing about this is listen to the arrangement at the sad, angry back and forth between Phil's voice and Dimebag's guitar. Huh, that's kind of cool. I like that. It talks about the reality of death and how hard to scope with someone else's death, basically, that you know. Number four is Far Away from Avenged Sevenfold. This one I don't know as well, unfortunately. I don't think I've ever heard it, but it sounds like it might be pretty cool from what I can read and hear. You can hear the emotions in Matt's voice as he scopes with the loss of his brother. So this is about his brother, apparently. One of the only songs that I have legitimately caused me to choke up. That's pretty heavy there, right? I almost cried for the first time listening to this. At first, I thought it was a cover of So Far Away by Stain, but I realized it is something much bigger. Huh, that's really crazy. Okay, moving on to number five, Snuff on Slipknot. This one is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I've loved this song for a while. Even though I know from what I remember hearing, at least, I think there was an interview with the guys from Slipknot, and they thought that this album was not their best. It wasn't their heaviest. They could have done heavier. So to them, this is one of those albums that didn't quite, you know, live up to their expectations. But they had some really good songs that I thought personally. Off the album that had Sniff on. I forgot which one it is. I can't remember the name of it. Here's one. They were talking about. I think that was one of the other ones that's on the album. It's called "Amazing Slipknot Song." However, "Dead Memories" is even a better song. That's true. I do. Oh, they're both pretty good. Not a heavy metal song, but deserves to be on the list. This song is pure emotion. I don't know. It's hard saying this guy. More of an acoustic rock song than a metal song. Still manages to get you choked up when I listen to it. See, that's exactly what the band was talking about. They were saying it's not as heavy or heavy metal sounding as most songs, or the albums anyway. So moving on for the number six album of sad songs. Beyond the Realms of Death from Judas Priest. Now, this one I definitely haven't heard of. I've heard some of the other songs of Judas Priest. In the comments, I guess they're just somebody just actually copied the song's lyrics. I think is what it sounds like. Interesting. Interesting. So this has something to do with I was anti-gay campaign. Well, it says something about anti-gay campaign. Huh? He had enough. He couldn't take it anymore. He found a place in his mind and slammed the door. No matter how they tried, they couldn't understand. This is my life. This is my life. I'll decide, not you. Keep the world with all its sin. Yea, I'll start again. I can take forever and ever and ever and ever. But still, I think I might have heard the song because it sounds familiar. I just didn't know the name of it. Okay, number seven is from Korn, and it's called Daddy, which I think I remember this song. It's been a while, so it's I might not hear. I know I know the songs, but not so much the titles sometimes. So I apologize. This is interesting. One of the most meaningful songs ever I have ever. You can even hear him crying in the song. Now can this be at 28. Okay, I don't know what that means. And would put it at number 1. Plus, it makes me cry. It must have been at 28 at one time. Now it's at number 7, so who knows? I think with the voting, it changes all the time, so who knows? For right now, that's the list. Why isn't this higher on the list? The raw emotions make me angry. John's assaulter and happy that they're dead. That's interesting. This song is so disturbing and so depressing that I can't even bring myself to talk about it. That's what somebody else put out. That's kind of interesting. Oh, I kind of like this because it gives you a comment instead of just being from just a music industry, like a metal magazine's comments. This is actually from real people that actually have voted for this, so it's kind of cool to see this. Now, this is one that I do know Death has some really great songs out there. And I think I definitely have heard this, The Voice of the Soul. And it's one of the sad songs, and that's number 8. I'm surprised that no one has mentioned this, but Chuck wrote this while he was dying of cancer. Oh, wow. That's intense. That's what makes this even more impactful. Wow. That says a lot right there, folks. See, that's what I'm saying. This is the kind of thing that, with this channel, with different things going on in people's lives, why they wrote some of the songs they wrote, a little more about them, and even things that touch their lives, like this, that Chuck was dying of cancer, which is kind of crazy. Chuck is apparently in the band, which I don't know that much about the band, but I have heard their songs, and I do definitely like them a lot. This is interesting. It isn't easy to make an instrumental song and have it sound sad like this. Chuck was one of the best musicians of heavy metal, although he is remembered more for being the first death metal vocalist. So he's the first singer of the band. For me, the voice of soul, like the voice of metal, right, is the best instrumental song ever. One of the best sad songs that I first listened to it and I fell in love with this song. It's pure beauty. That's pretty cool. I like that. Especially when it's about his, dying of cancer and stuff like that. Here's another comment. One of my favorite metal instrument pieces, I added Black Star by Yanni and anyone there. I don't know what that is. By Rainbow. Huh. I don't know. That doesn't have anything to do with the other one. It looks like they're talking about something else. Okay, number 9 is In This River from Black Label Society. An amazing tribute to Dimebag and Zakk Wylde. In this river, all shall fade to black. In river isn't coming back. This one I definitely got to check out. I don't think I've ever heard this song, but I definitely need to check it out. Because there's like so many different songs out there. That's one thing I need to do is start listening to bands and every single song they have, because sometimes I get caught up in some of the more popular songs that I don't listen to every single one of them. So this is interesting. Number 10 is Fiddler on the Green, Demons and Wizards. This amazing ballad is based on real life events. The singer and lyricist saw 2 car accidents in 1 week. Wow. Same place. 2 kids were killed, a boy and a girl. In this song, this story goes like that. Death took the life of the boy by mistake, and it was made, and to make up for it, the Reaper also took the life of the girl, who his soulmate would have been for life. The Reaper talks to the girl, would you mind if I take you? Interesting. I don't think I've even heard anything from Demons and Wizards before. So, if somebody knows about Demons and Wizards, please feel free to comment on that on the comments below. I'd love to hear from you about that, because I'm kind of curious about that. I've heard a lot of different bands, but that one I haven't heard of. Here Comes the Tears from Judas Priest. Now, these are contenders. I might just run down through the actual songs and not the comments, unless I see something that might be cool. Number 12. This is one of the contenders. Allison Hell from Annihilator. I have listened to all the songs mentioned above and love them, but the reason for me voting for this is because they are extremely underrated band. So I'm going to have to listen to Annihilator. Let everybody know about them. These guys are great. The story is behind it sad, but the way Annihilator tells it isn't very sad, which is why I don't think it should be here. The great song, but to be sad, the mood of the song has to be sad. That's what somebody else says. Parents ignored the psychology problems of their daughters and their disease of progression of point of no return. Sad and terrifying story. That's interesting. Okay, Nine Inch Nails Hurt. Number 13 is in. Yeah, I like somebody said it should be the top 10. Well, not everybody likes Nine Inch Nails. And it's really not a metal band, it's more alternative. And he's right. That's what they said. And it's like, I can understand that. Somebody said, it's not metal at all. Yeah, I know. But some of the softer songs are kind of metalish. They have that metal flair to them. So I can kind of see where somebody might say it's metal. Or, well, I don't know about that song, but some of the other ones. Dreamer from Ozzy Osbourne. Number 14. 1916 from Motorhead is number 15. This is interesting. This one almost broke me. No song has ever done that to me before. Top 10 of all sad songs. It's truly beautiful. Lemmy has a voice that fits everything well, very well. In this one, it fits the role perfectly. The sound that nothing like Lemmy. This sounds nothing like Lemmy, but it's one of their best. Gets you thinking. How did he get to 14? It's ridiculous. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe because of some of the stuff he did. Maybe because I don't know. I haven't heard the song, so I don't know. Number 16 is How the Gods Killed Danzig. This is kind of interesting. Very sad, very scary. Some occult elements in the video. Great vocals and underrated singer. He sounds like a darker, heavier, better version of Jim Morris. Interesting. Born Foam. Backtrack Between the Buried and Me. Okay, number 17. I have no idea about that one. Don't have much of a comment section on this one. My Last Sunrise from Demons and Wizards is number 18. 19 is My House on Mars, and it's Arian, I think is how you pronounce the name of the band. I Won't See You Tonight, Avenged Sevenfold is number 20 for honorable mentions. Finally Free from Dream Theater is number 21. Way Out There is Porcupine Tree. Okay, 22, I don't know. Nothing Else Matters from Metallica is number 23. 24 is Down There Where I Am from Demons and Wizards. Burden from Otep is number 25. So that's pretty cool. It's quite a few different songs. Some of them I definitely know. Some of them I don't know quite so well. So I'm going to have to make a playlist so you guys can all listen to the ones that have been voted on here right now. I think this site actually does it all the time, so you can vote whenever. So it can go up or down all the time. It's hard to say. I don't know if they lock them in or not. It's hard. I don't really know, to be honest with you, because this is the first time I saw the site. So I thought, this would be interesting to find out. So, yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, that reminds me, I've got some good news. I finally got some stuff set up for my trip to Arlington, Texas for a room. So I'm all set for that. And I've got my tickets and parking, which is a long ways away for walking. So maybe if you guys are in Texas and do go to the concert, please feel free to say hello. Say, I watch your channel and I'm a big fan. That'd be cool. I'm hoping that I could get a shirt ready and a logo kind of before that, so that way I can get it printed up, and that way people can scan a QR code or something, so that way they can subscribe to the channel if they don't know about it, so they can check it out. And later on, we'll have more subscribers and more people there. That'd be cool. That'd be so awesome. And that way we have more people joining up, and then maybe we will have sorry, a few musical artists on here like I had originally planned. It'd be kind of cool to do that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Headbang, like and subscribe, the buttons, because without you, we can't grow the channel, and I cannot wait to have that happen, because I would definitely love to interview some of the people that I've very much admired over the years. I might not know everybody's name, unfortunately, but I definitely enjoy the music, and I definitely enjoy what they do. So definitely got to make sure that I, comment on that. And if I don't know, we're going to introduce them. We're going to get to know them hopefully later on down the road when things get bigger. We'll see what happens. And maybe someone will be really nice and do that for us. But I'm hoping that maybe after a while we're going to have some local bands. That would be so sweet. Right now we've got I think 140 people subscribed to the channel right now, which is not a lot, but hey, it's a start. You got to start somewhere, and I do appreciate everybody for following and just subscribing and liking and not basically keeping it going. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, and have a very good night. Take care.